Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Mysterious JG, and it's time to check in on Sadie. Haven't seen her in a while. She's another one of those characters who has a few little shining moments of dialogue, but at the end, even.
Hey, get moving.
Heck, I ain't even worth it.
Well, you greeted me and then you yelled at me, you meanie. Got a lot of characters in this game. They don't all have that much of a chance to breathe. Certainly not poor Arthur, whose breathing has become extremely difficult for him. But Sadie, in her few character moments she had, is actually kind of fun, and I hope she gets to live. There's a few characters like Charles and Sadie who they could die in a horrible bloodbath yet to come. They could get their own individual meaningful deaths. Like Hosea, we knew Hosea was going to die. I guess I was assuming that most of the gang members were going to die, at least the male ones who've been involved in criminal stuff, but Sadie, Charles, any of them, I suppose, could slip out into the darkness. I don't know that the Pinkertons have a, computer-style knowledge of, the details of who's in Dutch's gang, but certainly, somehow, someway, Bill and John Marston and Javier Squela were sufficiently well known that they had to be hunted down and killed in future events. But I mean, it remains possible that people like Pearson and Reverend Swanson get away from Dutch and his gang and don't die horribly. It's tough to imagine a mass death for all the female characters in this game. That would be pretty rough. Curious if this is a gang hideout or just a...
These here city folk, they're gonna have trinkets and all.
I want food, not trinkets. Can't eat something's up. We gotta scram. Come on.
Yeah, run away. Oh, did they kill them? Oh, what a bunch of jerks. I guess I shouldn't have let them leave. Oh, I'm going to lose honor for this, but... Consume yellow tonics to fortify your bars. A fortified bar can be used for a short period without draining. Take celery. Want food, want celery. I don't know why I'm not allowed to pick up some gin. Now I should be able to pick up some gin. Alright. I'm probably, if I've been tracking it, and I haven't, I'm probably considered underweight by the game because I never eat. Except occasionally just having two cans of canned peaches or something because I want to refill a core. Yeah. So stay away from the Murphy brood. Which is Edge Murphy, Christian Murphy, and Gangrel Murphy.
Yeah.
Blue Water Marsh wanted dead or alive. And suddenly we're in just regular old Blue Water Marsh and not wanted dead or alive. So what was that about? I don't know. But yeah, this whole zone here, we do not believe there's anything we're allowed to do about this wanted level here. We've tried before. It's a real shame we can't just go someplace and pay a small fee to have our death sentences revoked. Damn it, game. Why are you so difficult? Perhaps whoever we play as in the post-game can collect dinosaur bones and rare bird feathers, because it doesn't seem like Arthur's making the time for it as he rushes headlong into the final destruction of the Vanderlyn gang. I guess whether or not this is the final destruction of the Vanderlyn gang depends on whether you count his army of Native American warriors in the next game as being the Vanderlyn gang. Here we are in Saint Denis. Hey there, mister. It doesn't really make it that much easier to see.
Hi there, mister. All of them did it. Hey, will you help a fella out?
25 cents I think we can afford.
Come on. I know you got some money.
Get yourself some real food, huh?
Like some canned peaches.
You have to take this.
Ooh, that's real kind of you.
Ginseng Elixir could have done you some real good.
Playing poker. I know where a good game is.
But at least I got drunk.
Above the gunsmith. Real. Hush, hush.
They only tell it to
the gunsmith,
loud
huh?
drunks.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind. Excuse me, partner.
Seems likely that we won't be able to do the mission anyway, because it probably has to be done in the day, so crap.
Hey, mister.
Hello, mister.
Well, we do need to get some more honor, because we lost some by
Mister?
Nice to see some friendly faces.
shooting, or looting and shooting and just being, misbehaving, I guess. Well, you seem to be, yeah, you're on a trolley track. Let's not do that. I'm trying not to have you killed. Do not block. Gate in constant use. See, I don't know if the trolleys run at night. I'm pretty sure they don't, but, or if it would move fast enough to kill the horse anyway, but...
Don't you worry about me.
There you are.
Oh,
Here I
Dutch
am.
is
Come
here.
on, let's go.
Dutch is everywhere.
Go where?
It's
Why are
omnipresent.
you so riled up?
Today is a great day, Arthur. Today is the day they are going to hang Colm O'Driscoll.
Oh,
That's
fun.
so.
Rather they hang him or I shoot him.
Oh, they are gonna hang him.
Yeah, you can shoot his corpse.
And not before time.
That boy's been on the gallows more than most.
Most
I
people
wouldn't
only
count
go
anything
once, if
till the
that.
neck's broke.
Well, nor would I. Which is why, despite us being wanted men, we're gonna attend the event ourselves.
And follow him onto the scaffold?
Well, let's hope not. But
But
could
if
see
that's
that
what it
son
comes
of a
down to,
bitch
I will.
breathe his last, I think I'd die a happy man.
In the next game.
We're gonna
Or
disguise
prior
ourselves
In this?
in this.
But I have the most famous beard in the Old West. I don't know if that beard is regulation.
Come on.
Oh, she's not Lady Cop? I guess they didn't really have those. She could be Beverly Garland and
Well,
Gunslinger.
Don't we just look the part?
We'll cut through the alley to get to the gallows. We keep our
Then we'll
weapons
cut to the
holstered,
gallows to get to the
our
alley.
disguise is on, and our
Love
wits
my-
about us.
I'm like an
This is
officer
Adler.
in the
Might I
Kashyyyk
say,
Constabulary.
being a fancy woman of Saint Denis shoots you.
I'd dress up like the Queen of Sheba if it meant seeing that son of a bitch swing.
Or just for
Colm
fun,
hung
you
me
know.
up, nearly butchered me. That don't mean I'm comfortable in this woolen coat.
You made it out of that predicament, as I remember, Mr. Morgan. My husband weren't so lucky.
That could be
You
your
lost
husband.
your
It won't
husband.
last long,
I
though.
lost my darling Annabelle.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna die. I wasn't talking about no sexual thing.
That poor boy Kieran.
Well,
We've all
yeah.
lost something because of Colm.
So Annabelle, he mentions real briefly, and then moves on to Kieran, who nobody liked.
Eternity.
Amen to that.
Hallelujah.
Keep those fingers off those
Hey,
triggers,
ladies,
'cause
I got
we'll
a
be cool
dry
heads and
pecker.
calm dispositions
can you guys
to
help me
see
with that?
this done.
Sorry, call back,
Practice what you preach, brother.
Whatever do you mean?
brother.
Are you gonna keep your cool? Really?
Brother.
When you seem to lose it all so often now.
Look, there's no old Latin woman here.
Questioning of yours? I miss the old Arthur.
The
Don't we
idiot.
all?
Hey, you two quit it. Y'all got
Quidditch?
a job to do. And we're all in rough agreement about how we're doing it. As far as I can tell.
And I'm not listening close enough to dialogue to understand.
All right.
Get her
Right
done.
then. Come on. We got a hanging to witness.
So presumably this will turn into a mission, but
Look here,
maybe we actually
don't
maintain
provoke
our disguise
love
as
and
policemen and just
execution.
kill lots of O'Driscolls. That'd be fun. Maybe we can even arrest some.
Hey. All right. Good. Now, you see that? pair
See
of
that?
assholes?
He holds out his fist, and then you hit his fist, and he swings his arm around and hits you on top of the head with his fist. That's, yeah, because he said, see that. That's why I went into this whole nonsense.
Sure.
They're Combs boys.
Yes, I think so.
What a surprise. I'm glad we're here. What are they pointing at?
I don't know.
Too bad there's no real police here who could notice all this.
Yeah. Oh, here comes somebody.
Here comes somebody. Here comes somebody.
Stay.
Yeah, Arthur is incredibly conspicuous, I must say. His hair has reached maximum length allowed in game.
Go brush that horse, officer.
Yes, sir.
The crowd came to see a show. We don't want to disappoint them.
Yes, sir.
Guess they did miss their chance to see John swing by his neck.
Hey, you know I wasn't going to let it.
There was a whole mission you missed because you
guess I
didn't
don't
allow
know
me
what I know
to
no
execute it.
And I guess this isn't the time to question either my decisions or yours. Here and now, Colm O'Driscoll's going to get his due.
And I'm gonna murder some
He's
women.
cutting in
Oh wait,
there.
no, that's not the time. So we got. I hope Sadie is armed.
Let's go.
I figured out which door it was before you did, buddy.
What's it look like? Bunch of cops. How many? Enough.
Two at least. They're right there.
Holes up on the roof. Once he starts shooting, we have to have our wits about us and move fast. Yeah.
We don't get continues like the player does.
Sure. Let's get to it. Yeah.
Sure.
So,
They're not so
we
different
got a
from us.
guy up on the roof overlooking the gallows.
Probably got a
Find way
full
up there.
Deadeye meter
On
ready
one
to
of
shoot out the
these
rope.
verandas, through a building maybe, and get him. And do it silently.
Well, obviously, I'm gonna do it silently. I want to see this bastard swing.
I mean, well, what are you gonna do? I mean, why do I have to be all silent? Oh, I guess I guess coming up through the gallery isn't the way after all. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. We're disguised as a cop, so I don't know that we have to be silent in every area. Look for.
Gallows. Which way was he?
Let me activate my gallows vision. Okay, we gotta head for Dean Malenko's location because we're looking for the shooter. I'm not even gonna pretend to try to open that, huh? Oh, it was a broom. I thought it was gonna turn out to be like a sniper rifle. Don't mind me, just patrolling the roofs. You never know when this could turn into like Kagero, or not Kagero, Tenchu Stealth Assassins, so I gotta make sure nobody's up here, and if I do see someone, I'm gonna go... stealthily creep.
Some nice weather, ain't it?
I really wish I could press
Yep.
hold into a crawl here.
What's this then?
The soldier's dead. Ow. Good thing I've defeated enough Kappa enemies to... Oh, shit.
Your boss is gonna swing, I promise. There's a good girl.
Should I be armed with something else?
Well,
Ooh.
there goes your escape plan.
The man is so savage. The only way to deal with him justly is by savagery.
Apparently I can't pick up this hat again.
Driscoll is one such man. He has murdered, tortured, robbed, stolen, raped, and abused for a decade across 5 states, seemingly with impunity.
Okay.
Today, justice catches up with him.
As well you may.
As well I may what?
Silence!
These charges
This is not a court where you shall be tried. This is a place where your sentence is to be carried
You probably
out.
should have taken us to court over this, though.
That you are to be hanged by the neck until you are dead. This is not a task we take lightly. It is not a task we
Hey,
enjoy,
buddy.
but it is a task we must carry out if our civilization is to prosper.
So, like, nobody notices this happening in the crowd?
Gentlemen, are we ready?
Are you ready?
Colm Driscoll. May God, in his infinite wisdom,
Turn this into a
have
mission where we have a
mercy
million
upon
guys we gotta
your
shoot before you're
soul.
hung.
Whenever you are ready.
We didn't really spend that much time with Colm O'Driscoll. I mean, he's a villain.
Now you know how it feels to watch somebody you love die.
Well, who said I loved him? I worked for him.
Ruin my life!
Oh, Sadie, that wasn't...
If you can hear me, shoot some of these old Driscolls.
I don't know which ones are O'Driscoll. It's kind of hard to figure out who I'm supposed to be shooting at, though. I completely missed him and still got credit for the kills. That's handy.
I ain't gonna get him! I can't get a shot on him!
On who? Because I can't tell where the hell anyone is. It's kind of... These missions are always kind of fun, but... guys are standing around in the open. And the law doesn't seem to care at all about this, by the way.
Well, we got him.
Let's just get out.
We managed to see him successfully hanged. And killed the 8 million guys who came to rescue him, or like 10 guys. And we didn't interfere with the actual police who were non-present. And we got our hat back and lost our disguises. Overall, great mission. Oh, and time is passing. I imagine I got bronze. I was probably supposed to get like 100% headshots and never have to reload. And probably wasn't supposed to almost get killed by the sniper on the roof with a knife either. But it's all good, guys. We saw Colm O'Driscoll hang. Good riddance to bad rubbish. He was mean to us and helped us to get even worse tuberculosis, I believe. Somebody in the comments, like, I kind of tisk to them, and they deleted the comments. So, like, you know, correct response. But they did kind of, I think, without thinking, spoil the fact that Arthur gets tuberculosis and dies in the video where we're captured by the O'Driscolls and beaten up and blah blah blah, and talking about how, yeah, like during this scene, like the physical abuse that Arthur goes through probably weakens his immune system enough to make him susceptible to tuberculosis. I think maybe by that point we'd already been exposed, but he's like, if we were trying to fight the germs and we went through that, like, this is where it would take hold. This scene probably really seals Arthur's fate, and had to come back and be like, dude, I didn't actually know he died from tuberculosis, so knock it off. But yeah, it was a good point. Because I don't think I would have thought back to that without that little inadvertent spoiler. And yeah, in a sense, Colm is kind of indirectly responsible for our death, so screw him.
How you get on, Arthur?
Well,
Pretty good.
And we saw the bastard hang okay.
I haven't seen her in a long time, and this seems to be mandatory
The
dialogue.
thing ain't gonna save us.
I guess that's one less thing to worry about.
Thanks for cheering me up.
I guess compared to the entire government, in the end,
Colm wasn't that big of a threat.
Colm O'Driscoll didn't seem like such a worry.
A letter came for you.
Oh, okay.
It's a P.
I know it's from that Mary.
Mary?
Cross-eyed Mary?
She ain't worth it, Arthur.
Worth
Who
what?
is?
Oh, it's a turtle icon.
My dear Arthur, you never showed up. And now, after looking at the newspapers, I understand why.
Yep.
I don't imagine you'll receive this letter, but I, nonetheless, must send it. Arthur.
Oh,
Arthur. I was just starting to dream the silliest and softest of dreams. I miss you, and I will always miss you. But I cannot live like that. And it seems you cannot live any other way.
well, you didn't fill up
When
both
I'm
sides of the
with
page? How
you.
wasteful.
The world makes sense, but when we are apart, I see clearly that your world is not a world from which one can escape. I'm so sorry.
1 week
for
later,
everything.
she was killed at the Battle
For
of First Bull
everything
Run,
long ago,
a.k.a.
and for
First
starting up that
Manassas,
business again.
a.k.a. never mind.
There's a good man within you,
Yeah, I know.
Arthur. But he is wrestling with a giant. And the giant wins time and again.
John wins!
Broken my heart again. And I fear I have broken yours.
Yep, this is actually your fault,
For
Mary. Good
that,
point. I'd forgotten
I will
about
never
that.
forgive myself, but you must let me go now. I enclose a ring you gave me many years ago.
Around the
when we
toilet
were
bowl.
both young. Not because I don't like it, but because I care for it far too much, and it reminds me too much of you. I hope one day you will find some people in love who can use this.
Oh, but I already
For it
let
kept
them
me
leave.
thinking of you all these years, and I hope by returning it to you, I can finally be free. Goodbye.
I should never have rescued your
Mary.
brother from those turtle guys. You know, Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Donatello. And eventually, apparently, Venus or something. Okay, we didn't find his backup quickly enough. We didn't get 8 headshots, and we didn't. Yeah, we just basically sucked. Oh well. Thanks for giving me the letter, Tilly. I was like, surprised and delighted we were going to get a chance to chat with Tilly, but it turns out that, yeah, the game just kind of thrust her upon us and had otherwise forgotten about her. Hey, whoever you are. There's Mary Beth.
Hi, Mary Beth.
I haven't seen her in a long time. Did we ever give her that pen she needed?
How you holding up?
What's the plan here? Is Dutch gonna be all right?
We'll work something out, I promise.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yep.
Fortunately, I don't think... I mean, they're all optional, obviously, but I didn't do very many of the quests where you just give somebody an item that they asked for. Like, Pearson wanted a naval compass. Like, I think you'd probably need to break out a guide to really effectively and efficiently do all those, but that's too bad. Eagle flies. Dutch has convinced Eagle Flies to take an action against the military. Damn. Well, I'm putting it off for a while because I thought I was going to advance the story, but it doesn't really seem like there's anything to do that isn't part of that story now. So I guess Micah's mission is not as directly involved as that one is. Because he just wants to steal explosives. That's not going to lead us to any kind of trouble with the military, is it? Yeah, Micah's like, oh, don't worry. They're totally okay with this. He's like, this is for Bobo's benefit. I'm thinking to, like... Yeah, Stone Cold's okay with this, right? I mean, we already told him about this. He's cool with it. Yeah, it's like, oh, the military's okay with us stealing these explosives, right? Like, Micah's like, oh, sure. So we're going to be stealing some explosives, and attacking the military and just generally doing things that seem really ill-advised. But even though we're obviously dead set against this, we're doing it all anyway, because otherwise the story can't advance. I'm the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I guess we're going to play along with Dutch's crazy plans, and eventually, at some point, we're going to say that we oppose them, but we're going to keep doing them until that time comes. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.